In September of 2011, a man named Aaron Shalom, he was admitted to the hospital in Spring Hill, Florida. He was at his wit's end because he had been dealing with this debilitating disease that he was diagnosed with just a few months prior called ulcerative colitis. To shorten it, we'll call it UC for the rest of the story. Now, UC comes about when a person's body starts attacking their own lower digestive tract. And that causes ulcers, which then results in persistent bleeding and diarrhea, not to mention the cramps and just awful pain. Now again, he had just been diagnosed just a few months prior, and he was already being admitted to the hospital, so you know right off the bat, that's not good. You see, Aaron had developed ulcers. Aaron had sores that had developed. Now, normally, patients with UC, the sores and the ulcers and everything, that's usually contained or just within like the colon. Aaron's sores had erupted, and his weren't just in his colon like most UC patients. They were from the esophagus all the way down to his rectum. To decide whether he wants to do the surgery or not, depending on if this treatment had worked or helped him. He knew one thing, and that was he couldn't go on living like he had been. It just wasn't going to work. It wasn't good emotionally, psychologically, physically. It was a no. And then, the other side of that coin, though, is he worried, well, man, I don't want to live the rest of my life with a colostomy bag, either. So, that would be a very tough decision. And as he's, contemplating all the thoughts, he says a dazzling light began to fill his hospital room. Tears just began pouring down his face. And he said such gratitude filled every fiber of his being. He was just so happy because he knew that he had just experienced some sort of miraculous promise that was conveyed to him by God through a vision. And a quote Aaron said in the book, he said, "I don't know if it meant God had plans to heal me or if he was just giving me a glimpse of what awaited for me at the end of my life when he finally calls me home." End quote. Aaron knew one thing, and he knew that, man, when I do get to heaven, when it's my time to go, heaven is going to be awesome.
Everything is awesome.